without further ado, we'll get started.
Gracias, gracias. Thank you all. Just a quick intro about myself. In November, I'll be 25 years doing real estate, actually. So hopefully my 25 years of making mistakes, hopefully I'll translate it into actual workable stuff for you to do. But I also do teach, actually, U.S. history at a local community college. So I incorporate my now 11 years of teaching U.S. history, literature, and mix it with my real estate. So hopefully, one of the things is I've noticed, Gail, do you remember Mike Ferry?
Yes.
Is he a nice person? I'll say no, because hers is like,
It would be unethical for me to say he was not a nice person.
But he's not really. So he's, again, part of it is more about actually being coachable, doing stuff. And part of it is, yes, today we'll be talking about more about how to do door knocking. But before that, it's more about how to handle objections. I think the two scary things you can do in real estate is door knocking and cold calling. Once you do that, the worst has been done for real estate. Has anyone been cold calling? How is it the first phone call?
Nerve-wracking.
You're like, what's your name? Travis. Yes, my name is Travis. Who had it up here? Was it Scott? How was it? Has anyone door knocking then? And? Great. That response is great. Yes, like my child. Yes.
Horrible.
Horrible? Why?
Yes, nos tocaron experiencias feas.
Let me hopefully overcome some of those things. For me, I am a big advocate of door knocking because there's a lot of money to be made, right? I remember the first time I did door knocking, I literally forgot my name. I was like, why am I here? I'm like, that's right. Things have changed, right? So hopefully I'll give you some tips. But if I ask you, where's Scott at? Scott, if I ask you, what is your value? What do you bring? What would you say? Because I think part of it is, you know your value, but can you verbalize it to all of us? And that's part of the door knocking, cold calling, open house. All the scripts we'll be doing, it's part of who you are. Okay. So what is your value? What do you bring?
My ability to solve a problem and get a client from A to Z.
Okay. What else?
That's my best one.
That was your best. I'll take it. Maria, what about yourself? Why should I work with you? Because I am that client, that seller or buyer says, why should I work with you? What would you say? What value do you bring to me as a client?
While door knocking?
Oh, Starbucks or any coffee shop, anywhere.
Because I have your best interest and I'm experienced.
Okay.
And I can do a lot of things, but as far as real estate, you should work with me because I know how to sell real estate. I know how to get top dollar for you. I am a great negotiator. That is my strength.
Okay.
There is no deal that we cannot get done. Our team works really, really hard, and I'm not just represented by myself. I have a whole team that walks behind me.
And that's what I want to hear a little bit more about yourself. So an example, Maria, are you fluent in Farsi, Spanish? What are you? Farsi is more from Afghanistan, but anyways. Spanish. What else? Are you an expert on loans? Who's a veteran, by the way? Anyone served in the military? Who does VA loans? What do you know about VA loans?
The best loan available.
Why?
Some people have 100% financing. You don't have to pay mortgage insurance. It's easier to qualify. Interest rates are lower than a conventional loan.
And I think part of it is, besides your languages, maybe, hey, I'm an expert on the VA loan. Maybe I'm not a loan officer, but I know how to talk to you about how to do the VAs. Maybe if you're a condo king or queen, right? If you're really good at, or maybe horse ranches. Who does horse ranches here? Land development? Anyone? Before? But again, my thing is, Scott, give me the value. What do you bring to this, right? So think about what else can you bring as a value? Because, Scott, one thing I've, especially in the Bay Area, I'm very tech savvy. And I'm like, how does that translate for me? I don't care about how tech savvy you are, how many you sold. What do you bring to me? And part of it is, you know what, Scott, my tech tools, I need my glasses, by the way, I apologize, will keep customers informed with a transparent and timely transaction process. That is a value. So when you start saying, I'm the best, and? You're blowing hot air, dude. That's what I'm thinking, right? And again, sometimes we can smell your BS. See or no? When you're being honest, how you look and how you do. So again, part of it is also, Travis, is what mission, what do you bring, right? Think about that, because eventually Maria has this and she will, whoops, my mic fell off, so I apologize. So I guess my thing is, Travis, what values do you bring? What goals do you bring to your clients? What would you say?
Well, I would say one of my biggest values is the communication piece,
And
and so I make sure
think
that
about how does it benefit me as a buyer or seller?
it benefits you to know exactly what plan that we want to go with, how we want to get you there, what loan officer we're going to move with.
How about a worry-free transaction? Would that be good value to bring to your clients?
Yeah.
It would be, right? Why not say that, Travis?
We should.
We should. This is why we're here, right? And I think just some of the basics, Travis, is give me some ideas of why should I work with me, because this will be said throughout open houses, door knocking, cold calling, just a random. Why should I work with me? Example would be it's leverage your brokerage. We have about 3,600, almost 3,700 agents at Real. Say those numbers, right? How many offices? Do you have a great relocation? Do you have a good loan officer? Title, escrow, right? Sell that part because you're not by yourself. So when I ask you, why should I work with you, Travis? Hopefully say, hey, this is who I work with. Travis, do you see the first one, time saver?
Mm-hmm.
What does that really mean? Don't we live busy lives today?
Yeah.
We're always in a rush, especially the Bay Area. How can you save me time? Think about that. How can you save me time as a client? What would you say? You can help out Travis. How can you save me time? Do you preview the properties before we see them? Ernesto, I promise before we go see a property, I will see the property before that. So you will not waste your time. This is why you should work for me, because I save you time. What else? How about Travis, please? Anyone?
Get to know exactly what the client wants.
¿Qué más?
I think a good way to save your client's time is have an amazing buyer representation. Just sit down and really find out what their needs are before you go out to the field.
True, but how about the house? How about get the inspections? Right? Here in this area, I'm not too sure how it works because sometimes I've had issues with getting inspections. But in the Bay Area, it's like before I see the property, I will look at the inspections, go over with you before. And if you like it, we'll go see the property. How does that sound? I want small yeses to get to the big yes. Always think about that.
Well, being a top-notch realtor, you're confident in your ability in closing the deal, so you're not going to fall out of escrow, get back into escrow, get it all around until, 6 months later you finally get your listing closed.
Perfect. Now, Scott, if I asked you, what does market savvy mean to you? What would you say?
Knowing the ins and outs of every single neighborhood that my client is interested in.
Days in the market, average pricing. How much is square footage here in this part of Madera? Single family home.
I don't do a lot of Madera, so.
Who does Madera? What? Square footage of Madera. Just a single family home.
Average?
Average. Is it $500, $100, $450? 230?
Around there.
How about days in the market?
Right now we're about 25.
How many active? How many pendings?
We have 24 active, a few pending.
What are the rates right now? Interest rates?
7 days.
Your hesitation told me you weren't ready. Does that make sense? So how can I go with you if you don't even know the market? How are you market savvy? Translate that into, for me, right? So again, think of market savvy. Yeah, you see Zillows, the Redfins of the world, which I used to work for before, by the way. But again, what does that really mean translated for all of us? You have to know your market really well. Do you have any townhouses here, Mario?
Yeah.
What is the square footage average?
Average square footage on those townhomes?
Yeah. Is it 1,900-ish? 1,200? Okay.
1,100.
How about the HOAs?
They vary. The ones just down the street are 290.
Sally, any new home builders?
Yes.
What are they?
What area?
Ah, perfect. That's what I wanted to hear. But again, market savvy is, do you know your new home builders? Do you know the rates? Do you know these things? Show your value. That is really critical. Because Mike Ferry will be rougher on you guys. But again, what does that really mean, well-connected? What does that really mean, well-connected? How would you put it in your own words? What does that mean?
Strong network and access to resources.
What else?
Relationships with other realtors that have listings in that market, and my relationship allows
allows me to get more information about what the seller's needs are so that I can make sure that I write an offer or craft an offer that's strategic and get you into the home in the days that you want at the price that you want.
Any better, I could not say so. Thank you. Again, what is being well connected is show your leverage. Who do you work for, right? How many agents do you have, Mario? Ish.
Including the real agents in-house, there's 15 of us.
Leverage that. Who do you work for title reps and everything else, right? That's really critical. So, pricing expert, what does that really mean? Moy, what does that really mean for you? Although you don't do real estate, but what is a pricing expert? What does that really mean?
What is a pricing expert?
Yes.
Somebody that knows the market and what homes are selling for, and year to year either increases or decreases.
Appreciation levels, right?
Yeah.
Do you know how much is appreciation in this zip code?
I don't, because
True. True, but again, hopefully is everyone else should know, hey, by the way, in this neighborhood, appreciation from last year is about, let's say, 4%, 7%, 14%. You have to know the neighborhood there, right? If you do a CMA, it kind of goes back to the value. Days in the market with square footage. Is it really worth it, right? So again, think about how you can actually show your market trends. What does that mean? If I ask you, what's an advocate, what would you say? Por favor.
The best interest of your client, so you advocate for them.
What's the F word in real estate? It's not FU. No, not that. No. Don't. Oh, no, por favor. I saw your face like, no, not the F word. Remember your principles? What was the?
Like fiduciary duty?
What is that?
Oh, like
Good
that?
timing, by the way. Free coffee for all of us.
Wait.
What is
It's
the
like,
F word in real estate?
fiduciary duty. You have the best interest for your client.
¿Qué
One
más?
is like honesty,
Integrity,
integrity,
loyalty.
Keep on going.
Okay. Help her out. What would you say the F word besides? What else? Integrity, honesty. What else? Why not say that when you talk to your client? What do I bring to you? I bring the F word, and you start labeling.
Yeah.
You don't say it like that, by the way, right? But again, what value do you bring? Expert negotiator. What does that really mean? What would you say? I forgot in the back. Veronica, right? Who was it in the back? Sorry, Maricela. What's an advocate mean for you?
To me,
How would you translate it for me as a buyer or seller?
to me, being an advocate means standing behind something. So you advocate for home ownership, like showing them the importance and the benefits of home ownership. So when you're an advocate, you stand behind them.
Maricela, I don't know anything about Madera. What does that mean as a new buyer?
Madera is a growing community. We're seeing a lot of movement to the area. Definitely a lot of developers are moving to the area. We just had an In-N-Out come in, so that's big for our community. And the schools are great and just a tight-knit community that offers a lot for its residents.
Maricela, would you agree with me? Home buying and selling takes a high degree of attention to detail.
Correct.
How to translate that, right? How about relocating to an unfamiliar area, right? You are the key source. You're the gatekeeper of everything. How do you verbally say that to your clients, either buying or selling, right? Of course, transaction managers. Now, Marisa, now that we talked about these things, why should I choose you? What would you say? What are the benefits of me working with you as a buyer, an example?
I'm your local real estate expert that's bilingual, so I most likely speak your language, and I hold relationships with my community, and I'm aware of pretty much what's going on around. You can reach out to me, and if you want to find your kid's doctor, I can give you recommendations, your kid's dental office.
How about schools?
Yes, the schools that pertain to your area, or I can provide you the information as far as where my kids go to school and why I like that school. I can share that.
Okay, I'll take it. Real estate agent? Who's? If I asked you, kind of.
I'm a transaction coordinator primarily.
Perfect. If I asked you, why should I work with you? What would you say?
As a transaction coordinator,
Based upon some of the things we talked about, being a time saver, market savvy, well connected, pricing advocate, blah blah blah. There's quite a few, but
as a transaction coordinator, been in the industry for over 7 years. I've done anything from relocation, duplexes, triplexes, single residential properties. I'm also bilingual, so I have the ability to speak with your clients to save you time.
but what do you speak then?
Spanish.
Or-
So I have the ability to save you time when speaking to your clients and allow you to get more off your plate so that you can go and search for more
Perfect. If I ask you, what value do you bring to me? What would you say? The main thing is, this is kind of your elevator pitch. You have to know it really well. I know you're really smart, you're really good, but can you verbally say it? What would you say? What value do you bring to me? Why should I work with you?
I would say I'm fluent in Armenian and I know the neighborhood very well.
Okay.
And I have great communication skills. I'm always available for you anytime.
Okay. You already said 3 filler words. What are filler words? The ums, the uhs, which means you're not really ready. Please do not think I'm trying to pick on you, but when I hear that, it means you're not prepared. What would you say? Why should I work with you? What would you say? You guys picked it up. So, right, guys, I'm actually counting your ums, your filler words, your cadence at the moment. So, you already got one That's the first one. Again, it's not easy. Please do not think I'm trying to pick on you, but when you're out there in the field, screw up with me, when you do role playing, you have to know these really well. If I ask you, what's your name, what would you say? Hopefully your name, hopefully it should be the same as why should you work with me? Bam, bam, bam. I save you time. I'm market savvy. Let me explain to you what that means. I am a condo queen. I'm fluent in blah, blah, blah. You have to know that really well with a confidence, right? Travis, when you saw me the first time, what did you see? Judge me. He's small, ugly, gordito. Well, I'll take it.
Someone fun, relaxed, probably open.
Okay. Maybe before you speak, you're being judged. Would you agree with me?
Yes.
That is really critical. And some of you guys are still like doing one of these. Or doing the cholo with some weird things. Would you not? It means you're afraid. The ums are the critical. Are you making eye contact? Are your hands open? Are you smiling? I'm happy to be here, but you're all sad. Really, dude? You're happy to be here, but you sound like a robot? Hi, my name is Ernesto. How are you? Again, we can smell your bullshit. Yes or no? Pardon my French, I'm sorry, but I'm actually toning it down right now because I'm being recorded several times. But again, Scott, so again, what would you say now, Scott, when you saw me the first time? What would you say?
Relaxed.
Not as stressed out, maybe as you should.
Wow. Fashion police is over here. Got it. The reason, no, it's true. I asked, but the problem is when you door knocking, you have to kind of dress the part, right? Yeah. Usually I do wear suit and ties, but that's a different story. If I asked you, why should I work with you? What would you say now?
I don't know.
We need to work on that.
Yeah.
So for you to do door knocking, cold calling, open houses, you have to know why you should work with me. If you cannot do that, then you will have a hell of a hard time doing real estate, being honest. Let me continue. So let us continue. Just some top objections, and I'll transition into the door knocking really soon. Have you been to an open house, and what do they say? I'm just looking right now. Gail, have you heard that all the time?
All the time.
To the point where you're like, ugh. And Gail, what do you say?
Well, what are you looking for?
Exactly, right? Some of the scripts, how many basic questions. Gail, sometimes when I actually done like my previous companies with KW and Interos and everyone else, I would actually be at the door knocking, cold calling at the open house and just observe them. And then I'll say, hey, by the way, you did really well, but you got to focus on eye contact, your volume, positive. Smile, man. The whole time I'm like, we're happy to see you. I'm like, smile. Again, part of it is, we're just looking right now is a really good one. How do you respond to that? I have some things, but again, I've noticed, Marisela, my credit's really bad. I'm just daydreaming right now. Have you heard that one before? And how do you respond?
Don't disqualify yourself. It doesn't hurt to get assessed by a lender. You never know. I've seen people with as low as a 580 with accounts and collections get pre-approved. So don't disqualify yourself.
Where are my lenders at, by the way? I'm looking at you. What would you say if I'm just daydreaming? My credit is really bad, really horrible.
I literally tell people you'd be surprised what's available.
And again, there's many ways on how to respond to it, right? But my thing was Mike Ferry. These are my scripts. Cater them to who you are. Mike Ferry says, do it my way. Bless you. I don't really like doing that. Find your own voice. Because I remember doing door knocking, doing the Mike Ferry scripts. They're like, SOB, you're like the fifth person that said the same bullshit to me. Because I was following the same script. Hopefully, you got to find your own words. Mike Ferry might be mad at me for saying that. Now his son Matthew is getting into the field. But again, this is a good one. Gail, have you ever heard, my buddy is a realtor? My cousin's a realtor. Madison, have you heard that one before?
Sure.
What would you say?
I'd say a lot of people have their license, but how qualified are they to represent you in a transaction?
Madison, would you feel comfortable firing that friend?
No. Just firing my friend just because they have another.
How about a cousin? Would you be comfortable firing someone that's relative? My goal is to put doubt into your mind. Because some people say, oh, you know what, I have a buddy that's a realtor, I have a cousin of mine. Oh, okay. When you do that, oh, okay. Oh, inside I'm just going crazy. I would love for you to ask questions. Start digging. Dig deeper. Would you feel comfortable sharing your personal information with your cousin? Hells no. Okay. And then this is why you should choose me. I am a market savvy, temp saver. Remember the F word? Yes, which are?
Integrity. I have to look it up.
But again, the script that we talked about why you should work with me, throughout any objection, you will put it in. Sell yourself. Do you feel comfortable firing your friend? Because I am an expert, because I'm market savvy, I'm tech savvy, I'm blah, 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 blah. So a lot of these scripts you'll be doing over and over again. Open houses, door knocking throughout your whole day. That is your script. That is your elevator pitch. If you don't know your elevator pitch, why are you in the field? Why are you doing open houses? Don't want to be mean, but you have to know your stuff really well. Once you do, great. You'll make mistakes, perfectly fine. But every day you should be doing scripts. At least half an hour. At least half an hour. Back in my day, 24 years ago, Monday to Friday, 8:30 to 9 o'clock scripts, and then we would go out in the field and just, hi, my name is, and then bam, go on it. But I already know my script. I know my sales pitch. Do you know your sales pitch? I'll say based upon what I'm seeing from the faces, I'll say maybe 10% really know. There's another 90%, you're kind of, I'm not too sure. But when you're out talking to someone, again, your body betrays you. When you're nervous, you're doing one of these. Yes, Bobby.
I have a question for you.
Adelante.
My approach is I like to connect, so I ask questions.
Yes?
Not that I'm questioning this, because obviously you're very successful. Wouldn't it make more sense, at least for me, it's tailor it based on what you're receiving on the other end from the other person versus having a sales pitch?
So Pablo, right now, I'm just giving you different objections. Yeah. Eventually, everything will be tied in.
Oh, perfect.
Do you remember Karate Kid? What was Mr. Miyagi teaching him?
The jacket?
Wax on, wax off, right? Wasn't he waxing the car?
Yeah,
What was the reason of why?
just muscle memory, just reactive.
That's what it is. So when he kicks, what does he do?
Muscle memory.
That's probably what I'm doing right now. It's trying to get you the muscle memory. And then later on, you start catering it, master it, internalize it, personalize it to who you are. But good question. So again, this is a great question to have. You know what? I have a buddy of mine, a cousin of mine. I have some great questions to ask him. And then follow up and then says, you know what? If you work with me, I am tech savvy, market savvy, blah, 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 blah. The F word, of course, we talked about, right? Maria, have you heard? I'm just looking right now. What would you say? Number 4, Maria, what would you say? We're just looking right now. Sorry, she's in the corner. I apologize. What would you say, Maria?
I'm just looking right now?
Yeah, that's my response to you. Open house, I'm just looking right now, Maria.
Well, what are you looking for right now?
I don't know.
You don't know, is it like the bedrooms, area, location?
I'm a man, I'm clueless.
Okay. Well, where do you live now?
San Jose?
San Jose, okay. Are you thinking about staying in San Jose?
Yeah.
Yeah?
No.
No?
No.
So, do you have options? Are you thinking like moving out?
You know what? I'm just daydreaming. My credit's pretty horrible.
Okay. Well, we can work through that
Why? How?
very easily. Let me connect you with one of our preferred loan officers.
But do you see, Pablo, what I'm trying to tell you is, even throughout, the scripts will be out throughout the whole, regardless, you will need to figure these out, get a response. And later on, connect. One thing I read from they were told us, Pablo, in the beginning is, Pablo, are you married, kids, anything like that?
Yeah, both.
Name your wife or child partner.
Gabby, and I have 3 daughters.
And what are the name of the daughters?
Camila, Natalia, and Isabella.
So, boom, right? Any dogs?
Yes, one dog.
Name of the dog?
Honey?
Honey? Hey, I'm not judging, but man, what?
Her name is Honey Bunny.
Okay, now I'm judging you, Pablo, right now.
No say.
Welcome to it. But Pablo, so Pablo, back to your question, to connect, right? Basically, at Redfin, we were told, ask the name of their partner, kids, the dog, Honey Bunny.
Yeah.
And then when you talk to, hey, how's Honey Bunny doing, by the way? How's your Gabriela, what was it?
Camila and Natalia.
And again, it means you were paying attention to what I was saying, right?
That means a lot to them.
It does. Same thing if when you're showing a property, hey, you know, Scott, my mother, she lives with me. She truly does. I cannot have a second-story house. If we do have a second-story house, it has to be one bedroom, has to be for her, the bottom. So he knows, how's Lupita? My mom's name is Lupita. So he's saying, Lupita, oh yeah, we got to find a house for Lupita for this. She's my priority. And Scott, actually, I'm a 401k at the moment. Truly am. So again, I know what you're saying, Pablo, about connecting, but you need to figure out what to say and how to overcome some of the objections and how to sell yourself to your clients, either good or bad. Yes? Remember, right now I'm giving you another yes. Small yeses lead to a big yes. Thank you. Yes. Same thing. We're not ready to work with an agent yet. How do you overcome it? And I have some ideas of how to go about it, right? But again, part of it is sell yourself, Pablo. This is why you should work with me because I am blah, 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 25 years experience, blah, 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 blah. Gail, have you heard this one before? You know what? Your open house, just send me some information. You know, Gail, I'm happy to do so, but do you mind if I ask you a couple questions? The main thing is start probing. Somebody goes, oh, okay. And I'm like, I'm in the open house going, oh. But by the way, what you said was wrong. We got to fix it. The main thing is ask questions and start catering. Tell me this, Gail, when you find a client, how do you send properties?
How do I send properties?
Yeah.
I send them using the MLS on a daily basis. I'll go through the MLS Touch. I learned that from my friend over here, Trish, and I'll send them houses that I think is absolutely perfect for them, so they come across. We also have Lofty.
True.
And I do use Lofty
But
when I'm searching, but I don't set them up on an auto prospect.
got it.
I personally handpick the properties so that they're not just deluged with this auto prospecting that probably doesn't even meet their needs, and then they think I'm not listening to them because they're getting houses that are not what they're looking for.
And Gail, imagine you're just driving down the neighborhood and you see 10 homes. Who did I talk to? Gail, Maria, Scott, I don't know. Right? It's your job to start digging deeper, Pablo. Start digging deeper. Don't let go. Keep on going. Keep on going. Now, if they tell you to F off, the real F off, then you just back off. But if not, you keep on digging. You don't stop. And some of you guys are like, oh, it's inconvenient. To the contrary. Let me stop for 1 second. What are you processing right now, what I'm saying to you about scripts? There's more, and hopefully Maria will have these, and I have more, by the way. I just wanted to again give you some just a basic idea of what scripts are. What are you processing?
For me, it's getting a little bit more in depth. Like, of course, I know that door knocking is important, and I did it when I first got into it.
Mm-hmm.
But then I kind of steered away from it because of the anxiety of talking to people and people turning you down.
But isn't your job talking to people?
Exactly. Yeah. So that kind of.
But what to say? How to say it?
Yeah, learning how to say it, and then building that confidence within myself, and not stuttering when I'm saying my name.
The filler words, us, the eye contact, how you dress sometimes. What are you processing right now?
For me, like door knocking, I actually do enjoy it. But like when we go door, I've been doing it with Travis more since I do it by myself for my neighborhood. But most of the times when they open the door, I just present myself and I let them know. Like,
Okay.
well, if you're interested in buying or selling, I'm here to help you in product service. But then it just stays there. So I kind of wanted.
Tell me this. If I door knock right now, when you saw me, what would you say? Just one guy. What about him? What about me?
What do you want?
A comedian. Okay.
If you're knocking on my
Yeah, I just say, hey.
solar.
What's up?
I'm thinking it's solar. I'm not gonna give you a
What?
chance. Yeah.
Not even with the.
Well, now that I see it and I recognize the real, because I mean that's our company.
Okay. If I door, what would you say?
Hey, hi.
You're the owner now. I'm the agent. If you saw me, what would you think? Just for myself right now.
Well, I don't have a clue if you don't present yourself.
Perception. What do you see right now?
I see a man.
Identify as a man. Yes. He, him, and him. Yeah. But what else?
Somebody who wants something.
Like what?
I see a solicitor.
You want something, such as?
You want something.
I want something. Good or bad?
Sell me something.
Ven, Maria, por favor, si gustas. Now, if I asked you when you see both of us together doing a door knock, how does that, what do you think now?
For me, it's better. See two people and me.
So when I do door knocking, I try to pair up the strengths. So her strengths with my strengths, we do really well. When I go by yourself, if there's two guys or two men, you do not know how many times I've been told to F off in English, Spanish, Vietnamese, Hindi, Urdu, and Farsi, and Tagalog. And you're like, how do you know that? I live in the Bay Area. I should know.
And it's really true. We do a lot of we did a lot of door knocking in the past, and we've trained in duos always. So we pair up, two people get off the vehicle, and if we've already been to the property, we switch off the agents. We know it's a potential listing, so we would do Michael, myself, and then the following week, we're specific to a farm. We're targeting people. Adanelli and myself would go, or Adanelli and Michael, or Adanelli and Mario, and door knocking does work. By the way, we five deals out of that.
The perception,
Door knocking.
back to you for 1 second.
Yeah.
So by myself, what do you see? I want something from you, but now, juntos, together, what do you see now?
A team.
Not too weird, weirdo. Her face was,
And you know what?
she's laughing because it's true.
It is true. And listen, last week, Yanette actually obtained a listing, not by herself, as a team with Travis, door knocking. Okay?
So again, for me, I would love for you to do door knocking. Safety-wise, it depends on what neighborhood. There's parts of the Bay Area I would never allow a female to go by herself, honestly. Especially Oakland, there's a few parts where it's a little iffy at the moment. Same thing if when I would go door knocking, I would not go man and man because we would, like I said, what do you want? Get the F out. So it's male and female, at least you have 7 seconds to my sales pitch. That's what I want, 7 seconds. But when you see me by myself, vete la chingada. I said in Spanish, right? Which means go get the F out. And I've had it before, perfectly fine, but when you door knocking, make sure it's a male, female, female, female. It's great. Two men together, you will have a hell of a hard time converting. So my job is, or in this case, your job is to figure out who can I put up with to do door knocking. But you got to have your sales pitch ready, both of you guys, quickly. Because sometimes you'll be, hey, why are you here? Great question. And then bam, bam, bam. You feel like, you just lost it. You got to go to the next house. Hi, my name's blah, blah, blah. Actually, but again, the script should be between both of us, right? Hi, my name's Ernesto Martinez and?
Maria Rivera.
Hopefully we'll work on the script. It happens, but again, hopefully the script is also, but also how we actually.
And it does happen. Sometimes you're just like, they open the door and you're just like, oh my goodness.
¿Cómo me llamo?
And you just bite your tongue like, oh yes, I'm a real estate agent, you know? Yeah, it happens, you guys. We encounter everything when we're out door knocking.
But also, it's proxemics is how do we, the closeness of the door, also the closeness of the individual.
Yeah. Ask Adanelli, how far do we stand from the door and how, safety-wise, what do we do?
Safety-wise, as long as whoever's driving us is in the car can see us, we're good right there. If there's a bunch of trees or it's like a walkway that's fully enclosed, we try to step back
Okay.
to at least maybe a third of the way that you're already out.
So we knock, ring,
then step
door
back.
knock, 1, 2, 3.
Scott, does that make sense? Having the male-female less threatening? At least you give me 7 seconds to put my spiel, my whatever you have, whatever it is, right? But myself, you cannot work. Yes, Gail.
What about using class marketing and or circle prospecting as kind of the lead-in?
You could.
So for me, it's easier for me to ask for something like, I think the Lions Club has a glass exchange.
Sure.
So they're always looking for glasses so that with prescriptions in them so that they can send them to people that are needing, that kind of optical stuff because they can't afford them. So some kind of a lead-in that says, I'm doing this for the Lions Club. We're doing XXX raising funds for kids or whatever it is. And then in your flyer or something like that. So talk about it. And maybe they'll go, oh yeah, I've got some extra glasses. I'll go get them. And now all of a sudden, for me, it'll be, oh, that's a Dior glass. Those are really pretty. Or, I might find something to connect with them about.
These are mine now, right?
Yeah, these are mine now. Or
Just
the
say-
dog,
Yeah, true.
finding, using the Ford acronym,
Yeah.
family, occupation, recreation, dreams, trying to then engage in a conversation, and then let them know I'm a realtor, and whatever it is that I do. So that kind of an intro, and our circle prospecting. I've got an open house next week. I just wanted to invite you to make sure that you could come by. value to know what houses are selling in your neighborhood, that kind of thing.
That's all it is. The main thing is you don't want to be sold, right? But again, the main thing is before you do the door open. That's the hard part. When they open the door,
Yep.
and we're here, right? We're less threatening because there's two of us. By myself, can you please stand for 1 second? I'll pick on you for 1 second. That's okay. Don't worry, I don't bite. I showered too, so don't worry. Now, if I asked you, what do you see now? These two individuals door knocking. What's up? Call the police. Oh, wow. Okay.
Zoom in the ring, texting.
Now, you said a good comment. What did you have right now?
My tattoos.
Unfortunately, how you look, you're being judged by who you are you not? Are you smiling? Do I have any tattoos? Do I have any piercings or whatever, right? Or tats? I can care less. But sometimes if you're maybe a little bit elderly, when they see two males compared to a male-female, what's less threatening? Acá.
Yeah.
So when you do donking, before you even do anything, you have to hopefully pair up the right person. And of course, know your scripts. I'll give you more tips right now, but the main thing is, who do you go with? No offense. If it was actually them two together, por favor, what would you say? Cute couple, right? Gracias. Thank you. Gracias por todo. So, did I make my point? So before you speak, you're being judged. So think about that. Same thing, if I had my name tag like upside down, what would you say? Oops. Uh-oh.
Messy.
That you don't take care of details.
Which means?
That means you won't take care of the details of my listing or my marketing or whatever it is. It's still not looking good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You just made my point. Thank you, Gail. So before you do your thing, make sure like, okay, I'm ready. Got it. Smile. Whatever it is, go forward. Agent, real estate agent?
Yes.
Perfect. What's your name?
Sarah.
Sarah. What did you think about me and Maria and then your name again?
Isaac.
Did you see the difference between one or the other?
Yeah, I completely agree. Two people together is less intimidating. You can get a little more time on the door.
But hopefully my strengths are, like let's say you and I go door knocking. What languages do you speak? Why should I work with you? English? Anything else? Falo portugués?
No, unfortunately.
Okay. But again, think about what you offer too. And door knocking. I've actually, if you can pass these down, there's so many books about door knocking. I've read them all. And they all suck. It has good theory, but my goal is to get you in the field. That's what it is. Before we get into the field, you have to know how to handle objections, the vocalics, no ums, the contact, your voice. You're excited to be here, right? I can tell. You got to work on those things, right? So before you speak, you're being judged. So a couple of things. Again and again, practice your scripts, how you dress, Gail, as you mentioned. I'm kind of going really low-key at the moment. What value do you bring is really critical, Isaac. If I ask you, Isaac, what do you bring as value to me as a seller if I'm doing door knocking? What would you say?
I have a great team behind me that can walk me through everything. I have the knowledge of the area.
Cool. And?
That's what I'm stuck right now. So.
How about the next one? What does that really mean? Think positively.
Just stay positive no matter what the response is.
Have you ever played a sport before?
Yeah.
What sport?
Soccer.
Soccer. Copa America? But first time you played soccer, how were you?
I suck.
You sucked. When did you unsuck?
When I practice a lot.
How many years did it take?
3.
3? Okay. To be okay. So part of it is, but the problem is, do we really practice? Which means, do we practice our scripts? Again, I love getting the telemarketers. Oh, I love them. I give them the hardest time. They ask me, hey, Mr. Martinez, how are you doing? Oh, I'm doing shitty. Next. And the other one's like, oh, I'm sorry to hear that, but let me give you a good reason to maybe blah, blah. Oh, cool. She deflected and she kept on going. Right? When you're doing door knocking, how's your day? Oh, it fucking sucks. And what do? You continue on. You don't do that. You deflect and you keep on. Why are you here? Bring your value, right? I played baseball for about 10 years. Getting pretty good, but again, the first day I sucked. Isaac, are you staying educated about the industry? Classes, workshops, trainings?
Doing workshops, and doing online training right now.
Yes, you are. Isaac, do you have a buyer and or listing presentation?
Not at the moment.
We'll work on that. Do you have one?
Yes.
You do?
Yes.
English and Spanish?
English and Spanish.
Listing presentation and buyer presentation?
Listing and buyer. Yes.
Then we'll work on that right now. Can you read for me the first part, please? Can you read from that distance? Allow yourself? Yeah.
Allow yourself to fail in order to get better. Like many entrepreneurs, she credits her amazing success to learning lessons from failure. So now you may be sitting here thinking this is the sappiest cliche of all time. And why are you even reading this?
Tell me this, Celia. When we fail, do we just, I just give up?
No.
Not, but in general, don't we just give up agents sometimes?
Yeah, they could.
We make mistakes, do we not?
Yes.
Again, back to your soccer. How many years did it take you to become somewhat good?
3 years.
Okay. It might take 3 months, 3 years, right? I want you to make up mistakes with us, screw up, do what you got to do, but you got to do better. The main thing is improvement. That's all I'm asking, right? Improvement. Dress for success, right? Of course, right now I got my real gear, but also I think you mentioned something, Gail, about about the glasses, right? If it's Halloween, what do you do?
Bring trick-or-treat bags.
It's Valentine's Day, what would you do?
The little Valentine's Day.
Bring something too, because they'll remember that. A pen, or paper, whatever the case. Now, in your area, I'm not too sure about door knocking because it's already kind of warm, right? About 11:30ish, but the morning is better. And the fall might be better, but again, I'm not too sure. Each area is very different. Like say in Fremont, San Jose, even Sundays would be might be good, but if you saw that the football, baseball going on, you hear the barbecue smells, and I would just go to the next house. They're not going to open. Sundays are pretty critical because of church, religious, and I get that. Maria, in this area, what's church on Sundays-ish? Do you guys do door knocking on weekends? Saturday and Sundays?
Just depending. Yeah, we're specific to our farms and our targets, but we do Saturdays and Sundays. More so on Sundays is afternoon, everyone home, unwinding. Between like 3 and 6 is a great time to catch people at home.
Perfect. Can I ask my title reps where we're at?
Lupe?
Lupe?
Sorry, Erica?
Yeah. Where you at?
She's hiding.
There's one right here.
Come closer. How do you pick a farm? How do you help an agent pick a farm or farms?
It just depends on their style of what they're looking for or certain area they're trying to target.
Well,
If they have a certain area that they kind of sell more in.
how do you determine that though? What are the numbers? Because a farm or farms can be, it's really critical, right?
Yes. Well, we can also check out the turnover rate in a certain area.
Can you explain what that really means, the turnover rate? Don't be shy.
Boy's gonna help me out with this.
Okay.
Okay.
So the turnover rate in a particular area is how quickly those homes are selling. If how long the average time that a homeowner remains in the home. So some areas have a much higher turnover rate, which means you're probably more likely to get a listing from there because they're selling quicker.
Mike, what's the average more or less in this area? I'm trying to.
Gosh, it's like right now it's probably only like 5, maybe 4 or 5.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. And parts of San Jose and the East Bay, it's like maybe 1 or 2. It's
Yeah,
brutal.
There's some areas that are even lower.
Okay.
But we also do a lot of focused, very specific type of target farming, so that we try to find out what the objective is. Like, are you looking after first-time home? Are you looking after move-up sellers? Are you looking for downsizers? And then we filter and use very specific criteria so that you are more effective in your farming technique, so that you're going to get better results for your work that you're doing. Work smarter, not harder, and you get better results.
So I've asked you, I'm lost. How do I pick a farm? What would you say?
I would first ask you some questions.
Go for it.
Like, is there a specific demographic you're trying to target? A specific
Senior
price
citizens.
range? Senior citizens. Okay. So then I would say you're looking for sellers. Are you looking for people that are trying to downsize? Okay, well, let me help you. Are you going to do door knocking, or are you going to do phone calls, emails?
Door knocking.
Door knocking, okay. Within the door knocking is a little bit different because I'm going to get you a geographic area. I'm going to look for an area that tends to have more seniors in it. As opposed to that, if you were gonna do calls or if you're gonna do texts or emails, then what I would do is then I would put in some very specific filters so that I would only get you people over a certain age, maybe people that are in two-story homes that you know have to downsize.
Thank you.
People with no presence of children in the household. Maybe people that have 20 or 30% equity in the home in case they want to relocate to a smaller home. You know that they're pre-approved. And if we know what the price range of what they're looking for, we could also get you their income level to determine that they're going to qualify for the house that they're looking to go into as well.
How about language?
As that as well. It depends what you specialize in. If you specialize in a Latino market or Indian or Asian or other community, we can also put that type of demographic in to feed it into the system and get results based on that specific demographic as well.
Cool. Anything else you would like to add?
On the age part, we can also select certain age between like 18 and 25. We're looking for younger children depending on the farm that we're doing.
Very critical. So again, people ask me, what farms? Madison, do you have your hand up? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Depending on where you're starting the process, say you're a newer agent and you haven't exactly worked on a listing or you just don't have a strong network out here with clients, I say a great place to start in terms of farming is your sphere of influence. Say you live in a neighborhood and no one in your neighborhood knows that you're a realtor. That's some bad luck because they're going to choose someone else that's representing themselves and marketing themselves, and they have no clue that the person right next door could have been their agent. So I say a great place to start is in your neighborhood, or say you have strong connections, and then their neighborhood as well. Your parents, your friends, whomever can get you a foot in the door saying, "Hi, my friend John, he lives right down the street. I've been helping him look at some homes. Are you possibly also looking to buy anytime soon?"
We'll do that right now, the script. But again, the main thing is do what? Have a farm or farms. The farms. Do you have many townhouses here? Brand new townhouses? Newer townhouses?
Few, not very many, but there is a few. Yeah. There's some builders that are doing.
So those are great because I would knock at one door and like 3 steps later, the next one, and they take the stairs. So literally I can do one regular home or I can do 3 to 4 townhouses, right? Townhouses are like maybe like a starter homes, if you would, more, right?
Yeah.
It can be.
The price, most of them are priced at that in this area.
So more, let's say if I was doing this is my townhouse, my HOA that I'm focused on. This is it. You know what would be great is for me as an expert is to read the HOA documents and to figure out where you're at with the payments. Hey, is it true they're going to raise your rates? So usually what I would do, like door knocking with an agent, let's say in the East Bay, San Leandro, Stockton, we do the HOA. We will read the HOA documents, and we can say, hey, by the way, I heard you're going to raise your rates. Yeah, we're kind of pissed off. Wouldn't you like a new home, a single-family home with a nice big backyard with your dog, Honey? Oh, he's not here no more. Honey Bunny, right? That's a good idea. So again, maybe when you do your door knocking, if you do an HOA, maybe know the HOA, financial, how they're doing. Right now, many HOAs are raising their rates, and many people are not happy. But it's the first time, right? Maybe use that to sell and to buy. Again, be an expert out there.
Yeah, know your area, because if you're in townhouses, more than likely those are good, very positive, good candidates for a move-up home. And from right there, that's the pitch that you can utilize in that particular call that you're doing at the time. Especially if you can hear or see children or see toys around. It's like, okay, these guys probably need a bigger house. What approach am I going to use to market to them? And I can get a listing and I can get a buyer for another house too.
That's why I love condos and HOAs because of that, honestly. So think about that, but you have to be an expert. The other one is, of course, Maria, how many doors do you knock a day? Because I do 20 to 30 at the most, because it can be tiring, especially with the heat. It could be 40, but.
Well, it depends on if I'm working my specific farm. I could probably do 50 to like 75 doors.
Wow.
Possibly.
Why so many?
Yeah, oh, mine go to the next one.
Because they open the door for her.
Oh, they do. Not for me, but for her. Okay, got it.
We do have an actual farm that we travel. So we cover Sanger, Selma. We do the rural areas.
Okay, yeah.
And I think we do, Adanelli, you can help me answer this question, maybe 15 to 20 properties?
15
in
to
a day?
20 if we're driving.
If we're driving in one day, but we're specific. We know who we're not.
So don't hit all homes, but be more selective on which ones you hit.
Be very selective, know the equity, know what you're looking for. Erica can help you with that. She's really great. She helps a lot of our agents with being specific. So we actually are looking for people that have a lot of equity and might be ready to sell.
And part of that is really track your progress. Example, which ones would, How do you track your progress, Maria? Can I ask?
So, spreadsheet.
Okay. That's all it is? Do you have anything for that, for like the title escrow to help maybe track the progress of?
We have an app where you can actually pull up the farm and do a walking farm, and as you're walking, you can make notes on there, or you can kind of highlight if they were home or they're not home. If it's a lead, you kind of highlight it, and when you get back to the office, you can sort them and pretty much just call the ones that are leads.
And that's really critical, is really that.
You know, I'm going to add, Ernesto,
Please.
to our specifically for our Ignite team, we have a system that we provide all of our agents where they can note their progress when they door knock. They can write a little note. It timestamps it to the date, the agent that wrote a note in there. So it's very systematic.
Okay.
Yeah. And you can add reminders and so forth.
Have you been to a Macy's or a big store?
Yeah.
What happens when you walk in? What do they say, the salespeople?
I don't know. I don't go shopping often.
Okay.
Like the makeup area?
I don't do makeup nor perfume, but anyways, what happens when we go to a Macy's or a big store? What do they say?
Sometimes nothing.
Really? That's rude.
I mean, really?
Yeah.
And what do you say? That's natural. Do we say no the whole time? Can I help you? No. I know I need help, but my pride and my ego says no. Would you agree? But how do you circumvent that, right? You got to be sneaky, which I'll show you right now how to do it. Because if you ask a question, yes or no questions, guess what happens? You'll get no's all the time. All the time. So when I hear the question, I'm like, don't say it like that. Don't say it like that. Don't say it like that. And of course, we talked about H, a door knock with a partner. Hopefully, try to pair up with maybe your strengths with my strengths. An example, especially in Fremont, Farsi, Punjab, Hindi, Vietnamese, Mandarin, Cantonese are the main languages. So I would try to partner up with someone that spoke the same language. Because if I go, I've been told to F off in many languages. I'm not even joking. I should know better. But I've had good luck in Stockton, Modesto, and Tracy, just because it's easier to connect. But if I know a certain area has more of either ethnic and or race, religion, you might have to get someone that fits that profile. That's all it is.
I'm just curious, have you ever worked with a lender out in that? Because I've done that myself as a lender going out, and it's interesting because the questions people ask often are qualifying questions.
They are.
And I think as an agent, it's a good advantage because you get the appointment for them to get.
Although, where's my lenders at?
Probably sent out.
Good. They're lazy. Lenders are lazy. If I told them, hey, come with me door knocking, and they're like, oh, why should I do that for you? Well, I'm giving you the business. Ugh. They don't want to do that. It's rare. It's only the young ones that are hungry. They will go with you door knocking. The more experience.
I'm 60. I go.
I'm not judging. I'm not judging. But I'm letting you know, most lenders will not go with you. But it's a great idea, though. I love that, actually. I would love, like, oh, really? Cool. Let's go. Hey, then hey, by the way, here it is. Here's the lender.
I've never been door knocking, so I'm like the worst person to ask.
He's available, right?
I am available.
Wow, his face is like, oh, kind of. Wow. Con confianza ganas, right? Love that. But again, think about who to partner up with, either with a lender and or another agent. That's perfectly fine, right? So here are some examples that I've actually used and I work really well. I have several ones that are really critical. I don't know why I got red. So again, Maricela, have you done door knocking before?
Yes.
What's the first thing you say? Or what do you do?
Hi, my name is Maricela. I'm your neighborhood realtor.
And?
And then depending on what it is, I try to go with.
Do you have like a flyer or like something?
I do. So sometimes I target, like if I have a listing that I just sold in the neighborhood,
Yeah, for one
that's
second.
where I start off by, hey, I just sold your neighbor's.
Do you have one for sellers or how about for tenants?
That too, yeah. Are you on Zoom or?
Kind of, yeah. Sorry about that.
Yeah, so usually I know if they're I look on the app because I do use the resource. So usually I'll know if it's tenant occupied or owner occupied, which will determine how I'm going to start the conversation.
Okay, perfect. Hold on to that thought. How about this, Maricela? Let's say, can you do number 2? Do you see that on your? It should be on page number 3. Do you see the script? It says, "Hello, sorry to bother you. I am the homeowner. We're just do some role playing at the moment. I love role playing, by the way."
Okay, so I point to it. We receive multiple offers and show them the contracts that are printed, and of course, we can only accept one. The home sold well above asking, and these other buyers are still looking for homes in this neighborhood. Who do you know who would like to sell their home in this hot market?
I'm not even sure.
Okay, well, here's my information. If you think of anyone, feel free to give me
In
a
this case,
call.
Maricela, remember the part of selling yourself?
Mhm.
Sell yourself.
Okay.
How would you sell yourself? Remember the 7 things we talked about, being market savvy, tech savvy, time saver. So this is, again, you got to plug it in. Plug yourself if you would, right? Your elevator pitch. What would you say?
Sorry, repeat that again. What was
So
your-
basically, you know what? I don't really know anyone, Maricela, but thank you for your time. What do you say? You see, what did you say at the beginning? I am your.
Neighborhood realtor.
What else can you say? What would,
So I'm your neighborhood realtor, and I would love the opportunity to discuss the options that may be available for your property.
but you know what? In case you don't, example would be at the end. Hey, I know you don't want to sell, but at the moment, how about if you need a plumber, electrician, blah blah blah? I am your realtor, neighborhood specialist, whatever you want to say, and you're good to go. Again, sometimes maybe they're not ready at that moment, but they know you're the what?
Neighborhood realtor.
Whatever it is, right? So again, certain ways of how to say it, but you got to be quicker about that. But you're good though. So again, how about next one, Maricela? How about number 3, please? This is my favorite one, by the way. I like numero 3.
So hi, I'm Maricela. Your neighbor just sold their house for 1.5 million.
San Jose.
What do you think of that price? Did you get a chance to see it at the open house?
So Maricela, hold on for 1 second. You asked me a question, yes? What was the question again? Hi, I am Maricela, the neighborhood specialist. Whatever you want to say, how you want to phrase it, and says what? What did you think of that price? Stop. Let me think about it. You know what? Damn, $1.5 million for that stupid property. Blah blah blah. Am I asking a yes or no question? No, I'm being sneaky. Yes or no? If you ask, hey, do you know anyone that would like to buy or sell property? No. The main thing is, how do you start a conversation? Batter up. I love baseball, by the way.
We'll just keep going from where we're at.
You're knocking. You're the agent. I am the horrible seller.
Oh, okay. Are we gonna do number 3 or?
Yes, number 3, please. That's my favorite one, by the way. You can tweak it, whatever you want. Freestyle.
Hi, I'm Sarah. Just stopping by. A neighbor just sold their home for 1.5 million. What do you think of the price?
Damn.
Pretty good, right?
Damn right.
Did you get a chance to see it at the open
I
house?
did not, unfortunately. I was too busy.
That one sold for, with multiple offers. There's still people out there who want to live in your neighborhood for the right price. Would you consider selling your home?
Oh, tempting. Tell me more. Yeah. We got to work on the ums, but yes. But again, they're just part. My main thing is this is the wedge to get in.
Yeah.
That's all. Once you're in, you should know your scripts, how to handle objections. It'll be easier to do, right? For me, number 3 is one of my favorite ones. You can change it up a little bit. It's up to you. One thing I've noticed too, Sarah, that usually when I would do that, I'll look at the property. Hey, I love your backyard. I love your entrance. I love the flowers. I love the brickwork. Any compliments go a long way. They really do, by the way. Have you guys done that? Door knocking, compliments?
Yes.
And? Does it work well?
Plants, they gift you things.
What's up?
They gift you plants. I once mentioned to my neighbor, oh, that's a beautiful plant, like a cactus. And those type of like succulents. And she's like, oh, do you want one? And I was like,
Well, okay.
and she just gave it to me. And then every time I see her, she's like, what do you want? Any more plants? And it just
Sure.
really creates a relationship because
The main thing as he's not here, Honey, what's the honey dog? Honey Bunny, the owner of Honey Bunny. But again, the main thing is make the connection, right? This is how to make a connection, right? How about the same one, but you can freestyle? Do number 3 one more time. Yes.
How's it going? My name's Chris. I noticed that your neighbor's home sold for 1.5 million. What do you think of the price?
Oh, tempting.
Tempting. Why do you think it's tempting?
It's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money and it's a lot of opportunity as well. So I also, did you get a chance to see the home?
No, I did not.
Well, that one sold with multiple offers, and this community is very
You already said 4 ums.
Yeah.
You lost me.
Yeah.
Sarah, how about one more time? But freestyle. Don't follow that. Just play with it. Change the numbers. Change whatever you're gonna do.
Like start at the beginning?
If you want to, but you don't have to follow that format. You can just kind of fine tune it. It's up to you.
Well, last time you said you're interested.
Yes.
Could we schedule a time to take a look at your home?
I'm too busy.
Well, that's fine. It only takes a few minutes. What are you doing right now?
Watering my lawn.
Oh, so we can chat a little more about it. What I do is bring you some comparable numbers, and we could go over what exactly your house could be listed for, and see if some of these buyers might be interested. We could get an offer before we even put it out there.
Isaac, one more time, number 3, please.
Hello, my name is Isaac. I'm your local realtor. I'm just in this area. I got stuck.
That's fine.
So the house down the street just sold for 1.5 million. Did you get a chance to see it during the open house?
I did. Mine's better.
Yours is better. Awesome, great. So, are you interested in selling your house?
Nah, I'm happy here. I love my neighborhood.
Okay. Well, just to let you know, this area is pretty hot right now.
What does hot mean to you? How can you translate to a seller?
This area has a lot of buyers interested in this area, so there's a lot of money out there to be made in it. Like if you are interested in selling your home.
And? How about Isaac?
I can keep top dollar.
What does that mean?
I'm not a realtor, so I
Oh, you're teasing. You're teasing.
Yeah, but that is good, right? I can get you top dollar. You should do business with me.
How about Isaac? What would you say?
Hola.
Yeah.
No sé, acabo de llegar.
Oh.
No llevo chance de lo que estaban hablando.
Got it.
I know what I'd say.
Hold it. Yes, please.
I'd say, if you could sell your home, where would you move?
Thank you. That's a Mike Farrick thing. You know, why do you want to move? You know what? I ask, hey, you know what? I'll be closer to my grandkids, my daughter. That's the why. That is the why. Gail, can I ask you, let me pause for 1 second. Why are you doing real estate? What's the why?
It's a passion of mine. I enjoy people. I enjoy working with the team. I enjoy imparting all the 25 years that I've got a lot of experience, and I love sharing it and building agents up and selling houses, making families happy.
Sarah, what's your why in doing real estate? I can tell you mine. Mine's my daughter. The last 25 years, I've made many mistakes, and I'm like, fuck, why am I doing this? I see my daughter's picture, and then I'm back at it. Hi, my name's Ernesto. Hi, my name's Ernesto. I know my why. What is your why? It's not about, it's like, I want to make a lot of money.
No, it's a very rewarding experience, and it provides the lifestyle I want. I could work. The harder I work, the more I make.
But what is your why then exactly? How would you try? Concise. Mine is my daughter. That's my why.
Lifestyle. I want a certain lifestyle.
Which is?
Freedom. Freedom of time.
Okay, I'll take that. Why are you doing real estate?
Freedom of time.
What else?
100%. And basically retirement.
¿Por qué?
My why? Oh, sorry. I would say my why is to help the younger generation who.
They're useless. So you don't.
To help.
I'm being honest, by the way. So no offense.
That even though you've been turned down by so many people, your aunts and uncles are telling you no, you
I'm a
should
meanie.
buy a home. To help them out and help them make the decision for themselves.
Okay. What's the why? Why do you do mortgages?
For myself, 2 things, my family, and then when I initially started, I'm going to be honest, I started more for the opportunity of making money, but...
Is it really the money though?
No, well, at first, yes, but right now it's been more of, as I'm helping families achieve home ownership, and they break down into tears of excitement and joy.
Isn't that powerful when someone cries for their own home?
It's extremely powerful. Like, to be able to help families achieve home ownership for something they haven't been able to achieve in years, decades, it's extremely powerful.
So again, why do I ask the why? It kind of goes back to the questions of the homeowners. Why are you selling? You got to get the motivation of. If there's no motivation, then next house, right? It's always trying to find the why. Celia, number 3, please.
Okay.
Yes.
Hi, my name is Celia. How are you?
Doing good. Yourself?
Good, good.
If you don't
just in your neighborhood, the house down the street sold for 450,000, and I wanted to know what you thought about the price.
I'm just a tenant, a renter.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you interested in maybe purchasing your own home?
I'm just daydreaming at the moment. Hint, hint.
Daydream?
What's up?
What makes you daydream?
Having a backyard for my honey bunny.
Oh.
Oh, he's not here.
Definitely can take you to that house for Honey Bunny. Honey Bunny is
My dog, by the way.
your dog. Okay, you have any kids?
No,
Okay, wife? Anybody you live with? No.
honey bunny.
Okay, just Honey Bunny.
Mhm.
The dog.
Dog. Yes, the dog. Yes.
We could definitely help you with that home ownership. Were you able to see the house
No.
on the street now?
No.
Okay, where do you work?
I actually teach at the moment.
You teach?
Yeah.
At what college? High school?
College, actually.
College.
Mhm.
The local college
Mhm.
here? Okay. And what makes you daydream about home ownership?
I see everyone just having. Let me stop for 1 second. When you're selling a property, you say property, yes? When you're buying, you say home. What does home indicate for you?
Ownership.
Barbecues, family.
Something emotional.
So do not say that. Well, hey, you have a lovely home to sell. Oh, say property. Anyways, continue. I'm sorry to cut you off. Honey bunny.
Where you work?
Work, yes.
What makes you daydream about a home?
You know what? And I think part of it is paying. I don't want to pay someone else's mortgage.
Okay.
Say that too, right? That is part of. Yes.
Just about how much do you pay?
And I'll have this actually. $17.95.
$17.95.
Give or
Okay.
take. Yeah.
Cool. What if we can get you in a home that is just about the same price?
Tell me more.
Okay.
Yeah, loan officer, tell me more. Door knocking with. What would you say? You're off the hook now. Loan officer, you're doing the door knocking now.
Nobody asked me.
How would you say a tenant, right? How would you continue? Again, some of these tactics are for realtors, but also for lenders. Any solar panels too, by the way, I guess. What would you say?
What was the question?
A honey bunny, prequal. I want to get a loan.
Okay. You want to get a loan?
Yeah.
I can help you get a loan.
You and Celia we're doing helping each other out. So I am the tenant.
Okay.
How can you help me convert the lead to buy the property?
How much are you paying right now?
$17.95.
$17.95. If we were to be able to help you get a better home for you and your honey bunny for the same price, would you be open to it?
True, but what are the benefits of? Oh, you left my honey bunny jokes, man. Oh, okay. If I ask you, what are the benefits of home ownership? What would you say?
It definitely helps build the long-term wealth.
Is it generational wealth?
Generational wealth that we can put you in a better area that'll appreciate a lot faster.
In a home?
It could put, yes, in a home. It could put you and your family in a better position.
But what other values? Celia, what else? Why should I buy a home with you guys?
Well, I started with them. Not a good start. Well, as Mr. Hodegi said, not good.
Help her
To
out.
build generational wealth, of course. I take it as, I give this example a lot where, when you're renting, you're putting money into someone else's piggy bank. And consider that
Tax benefits
there are no tax benefits.
for buying a property?
Well, not for you as a tenant.
Ah.
Not for you as a tenant at the moment. So putting money into someone else's piggy bank means that when you decide to leave the home,
So I've done this before. $17.95. Let's say $1,800. Yes. Let's say I've been here for 4 years. Anyone have a calculator? $1,800 times 12 times 4 is. How much?
86,400.
So you gave away how much again?
86,000.
How much did I give away?
It off to 100,000.
You gave away $86,000 to you lost out, Ernesto. How does that make you feel? Ugh.
Here's a good way to do it as well. You can sell the home that you have right now. We can consolidate the debt that you have, and maybe the payment's a lot more affordable to get your next home that's going to be bigger and better for you and your family. Payment's going to be a lot less if you look at it in a total.
But again, the main thing is how to start off a conversation. We're almost finished. Celia, one more time, but how about number 4, please? Número 4.
hi, my name is Celia Herrera. I'm with Brokerage, and I'm stopping by with a housing update in Wheatley. Keeping you dialed in with what's going on. with the quarter 1 versus quarter 4, and I'm stopping by to see if you have any questions or interest in moving anytime soon.
Guys, there's many ways to do door knocking. Can I hold it for 1 second? I've seen agents literally go door knock here and literally just walk away. And like, okay, so you can do a door drop, that's fine, or actually have a real conversation. It really depends on you, right? Depends on how comfortable you are, but either or it works. You might do maybe first a door knock and then maybe an actual scripts, or scripts and door knock. It really depends on you and your farm, but it does work. The main thing is that they got to see your face. I'm happy to be here, right? So again, these are some of the scripts that I would love for you to consider. Scott, how about the number 5, please? Por favor. Fumf.
Hi, I'm Scott DeFoy from Real Brokerage. I promise this won't take up too much of your time, but I want to take a couple of seconds. Do you realize the home just a few houses down just sold for $50,000 over asking?
I did not know that actually.
No?
No.
How long have you been here?
3 years.
3 years?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I saw that home over there, and yours looks nicer.
Why?
That one. Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, why?
Just the aesthetics of it.
Oh, thank you.
Than that one. So,
I do take pride in my work.
yeah. Do you have any interest in selling your property?
You know what, Scott? Maybe not right now, man. I'm not too sure.
No?
Yeah. 'Cause I'm actually scared of selling and not buying the next property. That's my biggest concern.
Where would you go?
I'm open to it. I don't know. Again, I got to go in the mountains, man. I don't know.
Mountains?
Yeah.
Out of state? Mountains?
No, here, California. Yeah.
Okay. Nice. You know, I just sold a house in Shaver Lake. Is that somewhere you'd like to be?
Maybe. Tell me more.
All right. Well, I know the market up there pretty well, and obviously I'm here working your area as well, and letting you know the values and the prices of your home and your neighbors' homes.
And this, I would stop and then sell yourself. Why should I work with you now? This is a good one. Now do the intro.
Sure. So, you know, obviously I am in your neighborhood, so I know the market in your neighborhood. I work with a team of 40 agents in my brokerage.
Yeah.
That we have many buyers that would probably bring you multiple offers on your property.
I want a good deal.
A good deal?
I want a damn good deal.
Okay. Would you like it quick?
Yes.
Would you like it cash?
Cash.
Okay. We have buyers that might be able to do that.
Good. Thank you, Scott. So again, what you said right now, it's well done. The main thing, sell yourself, but tell me more about yourself. It's really critical. And we're almost finished. One thing I've seen, Scott, and I've seen people do flyers, black and white or yellow. The crappiest, I will not say the word. Again, before you speak, you're being judged. A good flyer for home buyers and tenants is critical, right? That's how it is. The rents, it's actually here, the Zillow. So you can actually go by beds. Let's say if it's townhouses, it kind of gives you a breakdown of different cities, by the zip code. So again, when you're doing your door knocking, you should have an idea. It's between $1,700 and $2,000, an example, right? You have to know those numbers. So if you do talk to a tenant, you have an idea of where they're coming from, how to handle the objection about the farms, or about the mortgage, sorry, right? So again, simple things, but it's helped a lot, especially for Spanish speakers. You know, have it maybe bilingual. It works really well, right? Armenian, yes, fluent. Is there a lot of Armenians here? How about Portuguese? Portuguese? Farmers? Yeah, so I've seen quite a few farmers actually. But again, one thing, where's Maria? She left already. But anyway, Sarah, the main thing is do not try to close a deal at the doorstep. Because some people want to go. The main thing is try to get the appointment to hopefully try to convert the listing. That's all it is, right? It's a long term, it's a farming, right? You plant the seed. What's up?
Building a connection.
And some people want to sell at that moment, but no. Next one, number 5, know your stats. Actives, days in the market, the rents, the mortgage rates, all critical. Be mindful, you'll be always being recorded, so don't say anything negative. Also, Sarah, if you see a lot of American flags, stay away. They like their privacy. Trust me. Whistle, have your mace in case something happens. I usually get my chains and, kind of walk around. Row. Ah, okay. Next house. Pablo, next house. Because you'll hear dogs. Are there many dogs in this neighborhood? Or Madera? educated,
I like the dogs. I go to those ones. That's a place to connect with them.
right? Also, we also have different marketing academies. So my job is hopefully to do more one-on-ones with you guys and gals, but eventually I also want to do your home buyer presentation guide, like go over it. Also the selling, the listing is really critical. But again, you have to know your scripts. What value do you bring to me as a seller or a buyer? If you're stuck, you say you're in trouble. You really are. You can't do door knocking, you cannot do open houses, you cannot do anything until you figure out who you are. What's your script? Who are you? I think it kind of goes back to, I have more scripts. Maria will have this, by the way, so bear with me.
And if you all registered, I am happy to send you a link with all the scripts that she's provided me. Did you guys get the registration?
So yeah, somewhere around here. So again, be mindful. Sarah, I would love for you to get your, fine tune your elevator pitch. What are the benefits of working with me as a buyer or seller's agent? You got to get it down. Isaac, what are you thinking right now? Last hour and a half that I've been speaking, telling jokes. Nonsense, if you would.
I'm thinking this is good tools to get out there and to really learn more about what you say and how to handle yourself when you're out on the field.
It's embarrassing when you're out there and you just screw up. 25 years of making mistakes. What are you thinking?
I think I'm excited. Maybe need to work on my script some more.
A little bit more, right? We all do. What would you say? What are you processing what I'm saying? Or what I've said? Homework is good. What do you need to focus on? Any aha moments? Like,
Focus on being more confident when you're out there.
before you speak, you're being judged. Doesn't matter what you say, it's how you look. Pablo, what are you processing about Honey Bunny?
I like the way you explain everything. Honestly, the way you brought it down made sense to all of us. And personally for me, it's just like what you said, the or the stopping.
That's why I'm counting. So when you're talking, I'm doing one of these. I'm like, you said four times. You're bullshitting.
Judged by every second.
You only have 7 seconds to get into it, and then bam, 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 connect. If you cannot do that, you need to work on it, fine tune it, right?
And it's okay to learn through, as more time goes on, you get better at it. So
You will, definitely.
Just try and go out there.
What are you processing? Yes.
Just getting comfortable with who I am, my why, because it is difficult to, the idea of door knocking and trying to convince somebody to do something for you as opposed to, hey, this is who I am, I would like to develop some sort of relationship with you.
Okay.
But as far as not going at it as far as what you want from them, but presenting yourself as who you are.
Okay. Marisol, the last one. What are you processing what I said last hour and 40 minutes?
I'm ready to go door knocking.
Damn. What have you picked up, though? Any aha moments, if you would?
I think definitely the confidence to where be prepared, just the confidence presentation, be prepared with your local stats because that's going to bring value to the person behind the door.
And the role playing. I would role play with Isaac, someone else, different people. It's really critical. Many of the workshops that we have are great, and I actually do have them here and also on Real Academy. They're great, but they suck if you don't apply them. This is why it's a little bit of the way out. I give you the scripts. I tell from almost 25 years in November of doing real estate, I've made mistakes. I really made a lot of them. To the point where like, this is a good joke later on in the future, right? It is. But the main thing, the things I told you work, but you have to apply them. You make mistakes, but go out there. Pick on your farm, right? And I'm here to help you out. If you need more help, do more one-on-one, I would love to do more of that. Really critical. Mario, almost finished, so any open up to anything?
Just very grateful that you're here. And
Thank you.
I think having these in-person workshops they're just priceless. They're priceless. And being raw and being candid.
Actually, tone it down because I'm being recorded.
This is the PG version.
Yeah, well.
But being raw, being, straightforward, and iron sharpens iron.
Yeah, I don't candy coat anything, guys. I want the best from you guys. You can do more.
Yeah, thank you.
Any questions or concerns? This is the time to bring them up.
I have a question for you. I'm a newer agent to Real, and this is probably a personal question to you, but why are you a broker with Real? Can you maybe share why you're with us?
I was with KW, Realty Worlds, Century 21, Remax, and of course Redfin. Most of the old brokerages are still stuck in the past. They really are. I've seen other brokers like sit behind a desk and just bark orders, rah, 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 Mike Ferry, blah, blah, blah. I am like, I will go with you door knocking. I will do cold calling with you. I will be at the open house with you. They're like, oh, that's why I'm here. I want you to do well. Anything I tell you, I've done it before. I've forgotten my name, Maria. Like, I'm like, my name is, what's my name again? Ernesto. I'm like, shh, look. So why am I here? It's because there's some changes happening. Many old brokerages are still stuck. The KWs are good, but they charge way too much. They do. Some are really good. I can tell you some really great ones I still work for. They're awesome, but doesn't mean everyone's awesome within KW. Did that answer your question?
Yes, thank
Okay. I'm very blunt, so doesn't mean trouble. Más preguntas, doubts? I speak Spanish too, by the way. Cuando conviene.
Yeah, do you leave like messages when they have a Ring doorbell?
I try not to. I would just love to see the face or just do the George drop. Hey, I dropped you off something. And hopefully go on next time, hopefully try to find them in the evening or afternoon. But again, door knocking does work really well. It does. When I've done door knocking, literally, it takes time, but within hopefully a month or two, you'll get 2 or 3 listings easily, if not more, probably.
Do you find any value for the door knocking if maybe flyers are set out a few days before, kind of telling them what you're planning to talk about?
I'd rather do a door drop, just give it to them, and then leave. They're like, oh, okay. And then they saw your face already. Next time you go, hopefully, hey, by the way, my name is Pablo. I am from blah, blah, blah.
So you're like, I plan to be there on Thursday.
Yeah.
To talk to you guys about.
But what Gail mentioned too is, do you have like a free movie night or sponsor certain events like animal shelter, dog night with vaccines, whatever, I don't care. Those free events are really cool because if you know your population is really dog lovers, maybe promote an event from dogs or donate blood or whatever, a nonprofit, give clothes away. People want to see that because if you're going to be Maricela, a neighborhood specialist, well, tell me about your neighborhood, right? This is what we're doing. Or the school, the kids, what's happening? Is there a fair or whatever the case might be? Questions, doubts? Ask away.
This is your opportunity, guys. So we're
Ask
gonna
anything.
For a Q&A. So whatever's on your mind, let's take advantage of Ernesto being
¿En español?
Sí. So, yo soy prácticamente todavía nueva. Se puede decir, yo tengo apenas desde octubre del año pasado.
You're the best kind.
Real estate.
You're coachable.
Es lo que ella siempre me dice. Pero, ¿cómo manejas como un nuevo agente esta cosa de todos los agentes they take pride on, oh, yo tengo 20 años de experiencia, oh, yo tengo 40 años de experiencia. Como nuevo, ¿cómo podemos tomar este asunto de...
I'll be honest, those that say in November I'll be 25 years, I don't want to work anymore. I'm semi-retired, honestly. I can just quit right now if I really wanted to. But I don't want to. I'm still young-ish, right? Someone's laughing pretty hard right now. It's hurting my feelings at the moment. But that is their downfall because they think they know the most. The ones that are doing the scripts every day, practicing, going to classes, workshops, you will do well. It doesn't matter how many homes you've sold, can you persuade me, convince me at that moment?
Y en ese sentido, ¿cómo
Scripts.
manejas los no, las negativas? O por ejemplo, no sé los demás, yo lo que más me encuentro ahorita es, no, es que el interés está muy alto, me voy a esperar, ¿no? ¿Cómo cambias esa manera de pensar de las personas cuando todo lo que escuchan allá afuera es no, los precios están por las nubes, los intereses altísimos?
How about the rents?
Lo mismo, están subiendo.
Entonces,
Right?
what do you do?
Por alguna razón las personas dicen, oh no, el interés no.
How would you counteract that in regards to high rates?
Regularmente con los intereses.
I'll translate right now.
Oh, I can say it in English.
Oh, please.
So usually with the interest rates, meeting with the clients, we don't. It's very rare that we talk about interest rates. Okay, it's more of developing a personal relation, get to know what exactly is their comfort zone, what is it that they're trying to do.
What is the why? Why are they buying?
Yes.
I'm buying a home because of my mom. Right, Scott? I want that one bedroom, at least that's the why. I don't care about the money.
We have to problem solve on what they want.
When you focus on the rates, guess what happens? I want to wait till it comes down. Oh, fuck, what? 5 years from now, 10 years from now?
Don't get me wrong. There's those clients that the rate's everything to them. You can't do nothing for those clients. But for a vast majority of people getting homes, very very rare is the high rate even of discussion.
Yeah.
So
Bring the value. Why are you buying the property? Kids?
But it affects affordability.
True.
So maybe we could touch about that because we are facing the rent here in this community at that zip code was $1,800 a month, and a house payment in this neighborhood, first time home buyers probably going to be something like $2,800 a month. So now we've got $1,000 more that they're going to pay to rent. So overcoming that objection.
Got to find the words to say how to overcome it, right? $2,300 more or less. Is that right, Gail? Give or take ish, plus or minus. And it's gone up.
429.
And again, use that to your advantage. You know, if you wait another 6 months, guess what's going to happen? It's going to go up again. So you're actually paying the rent or the mortgage of your. Remember how many years you've been here? 3 years. $2,300 times 12. That's what? 36 times 3. That's like 100K you gave to your landlord.
And no
That
tax
hurts.
benefit.
And that hurts. Like, oh, I give money away. And I'm very tacaño too, by the way. Yes.
To your point, I think what I have seen success is telling clients that they can actually find a house within their payment range. They just have to realize that maybe they're starting home, not to have the expectation that you're going to live in the same area. That is a way that I've been able to overcome it. But I also realize that when the people end up qualifying, even if you don't do anything, they start looking at more expensive homes just when they know they qualify for more. So it's maybe letting them know, like, hey, you can get a house for this price. And if they say, okay, show me those homes, when they realize they're like, this is not where I want to live, I'm willing to sacrifice 300, 400, 500. And that's kind of how you eventually, buy within the area that you.
And may I be honest, you guys have the answers. Everyone together has more answers than I do, by the way. It was great response. But again, the main thing is know your numbers. So when you come in, you have a plan of attack on how to maybe overcome a potential objection.
And
Yes,
another big one that I've seen personally is telling people that what sounds expensive today is not going to be expensive tomorrow. And that's what maybe having that knowledge, like, hey, 5 years ago, you would have told me a house payment or a rent 2,300 was crazy. It doesn't sound crazy anymore. So it's almost like that's the only way to make your payment fixed. If you get a house today where your payment is $2,000 a month, that's going to stay there for the 30 years, right? But is that house that you're renting today at $2,000? Are you going to be paying $2,000 in 5 years? You're not. So that's a way to protect yourself is by making it fixed, is through getting a loan and owning that property.
And what are the benefits of owning a home, right? Tax write-offs, generational wealth, a home.
Payment, to me, fixed payment is a big one.
Carne asadas, right? Loud music.
Yeah, it's not going to go up anymore. Unless insurance.
Insurance is another thing, by the way.
Yeah.
Any last questions? Yes.
Ernesto, being our broker here in California,
One of them.
one of them, you've been involved with many successful companies and teams and real estate agents. What advice would you give to new agents or agents that have been in the business that want to scale up their business?
For me, it's honestly back to the basics of scripts.
And what does that mean?
Literally know your scripts. Literally every day should be doing Monday to Friday scripts, prospecting. What is your lead generation? Are you doing open houses? Are you doing door knocking? Are you doing cold calling? You need to have a plan of attack. That's really people. Some of the younger generation, if you're under 30, I'm sorry, technology will not save you. A lot of you're like, oh, I put it on Facebook, and I'm like, you got to meet people. Now, maybe your generation, can you really buy? I'm not sure, but my generation, we need to see a face. If I don't like you, trust you, filler words, and I'm making eye contact, next. Remember the F word? She's like, I'm ready. She's like, I'm ready. She was actually doing like, I'm ready. Ask me again. She was, by the way. She's like fiduciary, honesty, loyalty.
I know the last one. It's utmost
Integrity.
duty of utmost care.
See, I feel she was scared. So honestly, it's back to the basics. There's nothing new about real estate. Even with Mike Ferry, his workshop is saying nothing has changed. People want to buy and sell. If I ask you, how's the market, Scott, what would you say?
How's the market?
Yeah.
It's great for somebody who...
No, are you planning to buy, sell, or invest? If it's on a buy, you focus on your scripts on buying. If it's selling, guess what happens? You focus on investment. You focus on how's the market? Are you planning to buy, sell, or? That's all you got to do. Back to the basics. Mike Ferry is really good at that. Even at some of the Mike Ferry conferences, it's about being accountable, Scott. Do you want to do door knocking in this heat, which is about noonish, 1 o'clock? It's about 90 plus degrees right now. You'll be sweating the whole time, right? With a little, but are you really committed to doing the work? That's all it is. Back to the basics, honestly.
Last question.
Yes.
What is your definition of a true real estate professional?
You got to be a full-timer and do back to the basics. Doing the trainings, the workshops that we're doing. I see a lot of trainings where like they just promise you everything, Scott, and they're just bullshitting you. A lot of the books that I sent to you right now about door knocking, the one you have, it's great in theory, but I've actually done it. I've been the only one in Northern California who actually has taught, literally gone door knocking with agents. And then I say, hey, Scott, you did really well, but we got to fix A, B, and C to make you better. It's about making you better, making you better. It's just constant, constant, constant. I think for me, when you're being comfortable at what you do, that's where you fail in real estate. Oh, I have 25 years of real estate. For me, Scott, I wake up unemployed every day. You wake up unemployed every day. Scott, I had one time I had a mortgage, single dad. I had $27.43 to my bank account. Guess what I did? Hi, my name's Ernesto. Hi, my name's Ernesto. Hi, my name is?
Ernesto.
I had $27.43. That shit woke me up, man. And I have a daughter. That is my why. Do you know your why? Many people are like, I want to make a lot of money. Ay, no entiendes. You don't understand. What does that money buy you?
Financial freedom.
Well, in this case, some of my agents, they're single moms with two little girls. That is their why. So when they told get a fuck off or tell these bad words, they just go back and you know what? I'm doing it for my 2 little daughters or my honey bunny. Sorry, Pablo. You walked into that one, man. Honey and then bunny. Oh, man. So, Scott, I hope I answered your question. But again, some of the top producers, nothing special, nothing new. Back to the basics. And Mike Ferry, he does all the time. He's like, you guys are just, the internet's really good. You influencers, you got to make enough people, right? It's the context. Killer with KW, he says you got to meet about between 80 people, more or less, to get that buy. But if you're really good, it could be between 18 and 30 people.
So you said a true real estate professional is full-time. What does that mean?
Monday to Sunday. Even on vacation, I still answer phone calls. I mean, literally, I was last week, Mexico, I sent her a message, hey, I'm in San Miguel Allende at a wedding. I was with the family. I saw pictures of my family. So again, you don't stop until you're dead. And those that are complacent, Scott, those that are complacent, you can see them just like, oh, back in my day, back in your day, you had no toilets. Yes or no? That's the mindset that I cannot tolerate because, like, no, you got to keep going and going.